You have 3 years to build a team-led agency no AI can replace. And if you don't, you're out. That's not a scare tactic. That's the truth. And deep down, you already feel it, don't you? The biggest threat to your agency right now isn't another agent. It's not rate hikes. It's not even the economy. It's AI. And it's already here. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't call in sick. And it sure as hell doesn't care how long you've been in the business or how much time you got left in it. Let's break this down. Fact finding for exposures and gaps. AI will own that inside of 24 months. Recommending coverages, already being piloted by major carriers. Handling objections and reasoning with clients, 3 to 5 years. And it'll outperform most agents, most humans. Emotional closing, it's the final frontier, but yes, it's going to. You used to have a 25-year runway in this business. I built my plan for 22 more years. But the reality, you got maybe 3 to 5 years to figure it out. You got 3 to 5 years to evolve or evaporate. This isn't a debate. It's math. It's momentum. It's Moore's law, compounding on top of your comfort zone. It's coming. You know where most agents fail in this process and everyone is they wait. They wait to change. They wait to hire. They wait to train. They wait to lead. They wait to move. And while they wait, AI is learning. It's watching every quote you run, every call you make, every policy you write. The agency's saying, I'm good for now. They're already falling behind. You're either building a future-proof team right now, or you're walking straight into extinction. I'm not reading this off some tech blog. I'm Tim Lecher. I've been in this insurance agency fight for 25 years. In 2020, I made a move that changed everything. I stepped back into production to prepare for this AI storm, to this new world we're moving into. Before that, beginning in 2003, I spent 16 years coaching over 3,800 agents through ADP, the Agency Develop Program. Many of you have been through it inside of State Farm. I also trained and coached 3,000 team members. In total, my team coached over 6,000 agents and 5,000 team members. But I'll be honest, I got called out more than once at workshops here and there. Some agents said I was just theory. This didn't work in the real world. I mean, I knew it worked. I was in some of my student agents' agencies, and I was watching it work time after time. However, and deep down, I wondered if they were right, because I didn't know. I was just coaching and teaching and talking. So I jumped back into personal production as a State Farm agent in Western Nebraska in the middle of the pandemic, February 1st of 2020. I think it was a Sunday. I jumped back in for one reason. It's to test it, to prove it or disprove it, what I was coaching, what I was teaching, to find out the truth. And what I realized is some of what I've been teaching wasn't enough. It was truly theory. It wasn't field tested for the latest of times. It wasn't scalable. So I tore it all down and I rebuilt iteration after iteration. But I built a team-led agency, truly led by my team, that scaled from the $1.6 million agency I grabbed in February 2020 to a $10 million agency just 5 years later. Now we're in 3 offices across the panhandle of Nebraska. Not because I'm smarter, but because I was willing to change. Before that firefight hit my front door, I knew it was coming, you know it's coming, but I was willing to change. I've tested thousands of techniques. I have literally invested over $480,000 in coaching programs. And not just insurance, but mostly insurance. I've boiled it down to what actually works inside the agency. That's what I do. It's my laboratory to figure it out. I've seen what kills growth. I've seen what scales. I've tried it both. And I know what it takes to win right now. So let me say it straight. If you're just quoting, just making changes, just collecting payments and smiling and calling that agency work, sure, you're a great servicing agent. You're a great maintainer. Many agents hang their hat on that, but you've already lost the race. There's only one model that wins going forward. It's the only one that can compete with this AI deal. It's a team-led agency. Not you doing it all. Not you being the hero. Not you writing policies in a panic. You need a team that produces. You need producers who outwrite entire agencies. You need leaders. You need culture. You need clarity. You need systems that scale without you. Your job is to coach that team, to build that machine. You must get out of the weeds and scale like your livelihood depends on it, because it does. It's not an idle threat. It absolutely depends on it. Is there any reason you shouldn't move now? It's a full-on pursuit right now. In my agency, team members are writing 8 to 15 life policies a month individually. That's not luck, that's just training. That's reps and reps. That's ownership. That's leadership. Not mine, but them having the leadership too. From the very first interview, my new recruits know it. I mean, from the very first time, they understand what they're coming into. If my veterans know this too. If you join this agency, if you're part of this agency, you're stepping into a system that will outperform the average agency as the individual. The individual team member has a purpose and a goal to outperform the average agency out there. And the average agency does 23 raw auto a month, 5 life a month. I mean, they're growing, they're writing 60 life a year. That's not bad, but that's the average for the whole team, the whole agency. My producers, my account reps, their minimum expectations are 25 autos and 8 life each. Every month, their targets, they're even higher. Some even hit above 15 life policies in a month, single month. I have one team member, Madison, who came to me from a bakery. She was making those macaroon cookies, those little cream-filled, colorful cookies. And within 3 months of joining the team, of learning and training the system, she was fully engaged, having multi-line conversations with customers and rewriting 5 and 6 life policies a month. For literally her very first appointment, she did the fact-finding, she put together a plan, she wrote a proposal out, and she wrote a 3-line household, 4 products in that house. Very first meeting, following a system, baker to one of a top level team member. I also have a veteran, Chelsea. She's a team member who came on board from me after being with 3 different State Farm agents over 7 years, never writing more than 8 life policies, I think she said, in 1 year. Her first year using the system, she wrote 110 policies. My account reps are fully engaged, outproducing full agencies solo. Are you kidding me? I love that. Are you getting this? You don't need 100 new ideas. You need 6 unbreakable moves. I call it the Climb 365 method. And here's what we're walking through at the upcoming TC 365 3-day live virtual event that I'm hosting. Number 1, personal clarity. It's the purpose. It's aligning your heart and your head with targets and belief systems. It's truly about painting a picture for your agency, where you're going, what you're all about, the whole purpose for you as a leader, and the purpose, and probably more important than anything, that your team have this target, this higher need to have in their life. The second method is having this team-led production. It's the process. It's building performers, not passengers. Understanding the full conversation and power that they have and how they can help people. The third method is close with power. I call it the power. It's a plug-and-play sales system for every rep to be able to close deals. Which takes me to fourth method is objection mastery. It's the persuasion piece. It's how to handle anything the client throws at you. It's not a million things they throw at you. They literally throw 4 things at you ever. And really it's 2 things. And so it's truly about understanding how to do that and the training and practicing it on a daily basis. If we were playing ball, we'd practice on fundamentals daily. Not just when you start, not once a year, but daily, which takes me to method number 5, and it's building training systems that build the potential to find team members, to train them and to grow them weekly, relentlessly, to work on the fundamentals so they win the game. And then 6, the final step of the method is data-driven ownership. It's the progression. It's metrics, scorecards, real-time accountability. But it's truly about scaling this business to position us to be able to still win in that 5-year time frame. And if you don't believe me, look it up anywhere. You got 5 years. 5 years to make this happen. This isn't theory. This is the framework that scaled me to $10 million, and it's working right now in agencies across the country. There's only a few that are going to make it through this. There's no time to wait. No next quarter. No, I'll clean a few things up first. You are inside this final window of relevance. If you don't rewire the agency, if you don't rewire your agency in the next 3 years, you will be replaced. You will not be relevant anymore. Not because you weren't good, but because you didn't move fast enough. Lessons. I don't know, is that a real word? Obsolescence? What I mean is you'll be quickly becoming obsolete. Mediocrity is no longer an option. I remember working with Scott Foster. I worked with him for a couple of years when I was in ADP. And one of the things he always talked about is this mediocrity. He called it mediocre. You cannot be mediocre. It is no longer an option. But make no mistake, it's coming. You know it's at the horizon. Right now, moving towards us. Am I right? And it doesn't knock, it just downloads. It shows up like a thief in the night, and friend, you've already been warned. You know it, you know it, you know it. Say it with me. We must be relevant. We must move to a level that we can stay in the game. If you want to retire in this business, if you want to grow anymore, if you want to resist the tidal wave of automation that AI is doing, that many of these big companies are spending $10 million to figure out how to get rid of the agent and use technology. Join me at the TC365 3-day live virtual event. It's $997. It's 3 days long. It's not fluff, no travel, fully immersive, face-to-face working with other agents, building processes and plans. You're home each night. It's your battle plan for this next 5 years to prepare and to expand, to create a better version of yourself, a better version of your agency, better version of your team, so you can ultimately truly engage and build better versions of customers than they were yesterday. That's what we're here for. Some of you asking right now, what happens after the event? Then what? Here's my promise. You will leave day 3, at the end of day 3, you'll leave with a customized plan built for your agency. You'll walk away with a blueprint you can implement Monday morning. Hey, there's no guarantees, but I'm absolutely confident that if you put in the work, the minimum work, you teach your team and train your team in this methodology, you can 10x this investment within 30 days. Really, 100x should be the true target. And for some of you, you're going to raise your hand and say, hey, Tim, I want you in my corner. I want to work together and build our agencies into this next 5 years. For you, there's a Club 365. We'll talk about that later, but right now, only one decision matters. Will you be the leader who evolves or the agent who fades? Here's what to do. Click the button below, check the dates, sign up, get on the list, register today. Seats are filling. Are you hearing me? This is not a replay. This is not a recording. This is live with me from your home turf, home at night, no travel, interacting with some of the top people who want to move. They want to create and move. Listen, don't show up to this robot war with a paper quote pad. You will lose. There's no pause in expansion. I'm Tim Lecher. Let's go. And remember, you got this. Click the button below. Join us now. I look forward to seeing you in the workshop. Let's go.